shape in a very natural way.
Yes. Now we will cover NASA's Operation Icebridge. So before I actually talk about that, what does that name entail? What do you guys think that operation's about? Operation Icebridge. Like, any first thoughts?
I mean, I think what Josh said about the what do you
Just
say?
making a bridge.
The Jotunheim or something.
Yeah, going to the realm of the ice giants in Jotunheim from Norse
Yeah. They're
mythology.
building the what's the thing called? The ice.
The Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, isn't that an ice bridge or something? The frost something. The Bifrost.
Bifrost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
It's
kind
a
of related to a
rainbow
game.
Well, it said the word frost, so it's the Bifrost now.
Yeah,
That's my
so
input.
the story goes, monolithic slab of ice, perfectly cut, 90-degree angles, this thing's huge, is floating off the Larsen Sea ice shelf. And that's like in between Brazil, at least out of what I saw, it's like in between like South America and Antarctica. And it's just this giant rectangular iceberg. It looks like somebody cut it or somebody placed it there. So apparently it's called a tabular iceberg, and apparently they're actually naturally forming. The naturally occurring icebergs are very geometric and can look like rectangles, just as this one. And oh my god, this thing looks like a perfect rectangle.
We need pictures now. Stat.
Oh yeah, I'll
send
post
us,
them in chat in a
link.
second. But like, yeah, like the theory, it's a broken off piece of the Larsen Sea ice shelf. It's a tabular iceberg, which was formed by a break off of ice shelves. Yeah, so apparently, like, tabular icebergs are formed by break-offs from ice shelves, and that's exactly what happened with the Larsen Sea ice shelf. It's just a big rectangle that happened to just chunk off it.
Neat.
Yeah, it's a giant floating rectangle. And NASA's Operation Icebridge, it's just, apparently NASA's been studying the calving process, which creates ice shelves, which contributes to rising sea levels, and they're studying this phenomena. So yeah, it's actually not as crazy as it sounds, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Apparently the calving process is a process of breaking off giant chunks of ice, break off ice shelves, which I've already mentioned like 3 times. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Just a
Do they
giant
happen
rectangle.
fast? Is it happening? Is this phenomena happening more now that because of climate change?
So I don't know if
What
it's happening
planet is
more,
this?
but apparently it's contributing to rising sea levels, and with melting ice caps, that it honestly could be happening faster. I can't confirm that,
Oh,
but
where
like I
is
wouldn't be
this?
surprised if that's part of it.
Yeah.
And here, let me send
Where
you
is
the
this?
let me send you the article that I have.
Where is this?
And
Yeah, it's by the
Antarctica or
Larsen
the
Sea
Arctic?
ice shelf at Antarctica. It's in between
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
It's on
and
Earth.
Yeah, it's on Earth.
Oh, I thought it was on a different planet.
I said it's in between South America and Antarctica.
Yo, they found ice blocks on Europa.
I didn't hear that part. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Oh, so that's
Doesn't
the
look that perfect.
no. Oh no, so that's an older picture. But wait until you see the when they first found it. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at that picture.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that looks like it was placed there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, look at the second article I provided has one of the very first pictures that NASA took, and look that thing looks placed as heck. Look at that, 90-degree angles. Like, somebody did something there.
Well, it says right here that that nature can produce perfect angles.
Yeah, that's what I said.
man.
Tabular icebergs. That's what I was talking about. But like that looks perfectly cut. Does not look like a chunk of random ice that fell off an ice shelf.
Like calcite. Like here's an image of a.
Also pyrite too.
Yeah, pyrite. Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you
These are
listening to
some
the
cool
podcast,
pictures.
it's literally just a big snowy ice rectangle. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm probably providing a picture somewhere, but like,
Yeah.
look at that thing. That's it. That's the whole story. Giant
That's
ice
amazing.
rectangle.
Yeah, cool. Ice block.
Giant ice block.
That's the god. That's God's ice tray. He reaches in and plops them up when he needs some ice cubes in his water. Perfect cubes.
God's ice cube.
Yeah. And now because of global warming, the ice maker's on the fritz, and it's just breaking constantly.
Oh, so you're saying this is part of a religious theory that we're straying further from God because of climate change?
Honestly, I'm willing to go there. We are. If one does believe in a higher power, and they believe that this is this beautiful creation, I think we are ruining it. And you know what? These giant ice cubes should be a great reminder of the beauty of planet Earth and why we should preserve it.
Yeah.
Look at these perfect angles.
Yeah, maybe Mother
Only
Nature was
the
trying to make
forces of
something.
nature.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe Mother Nature is trying to make something so spectacular that she's trying to remind us that
It's
these
so
icebergs
supernatural
are
that
worth
it is
saving.
that it can only be natural.
I mean,
Oh,
it makes
Lord.
sense.
Something
It
of
looks
this
like
beauty.
it's surrounded by what's called pack ice, which is a type of sea ice that gets really close together. So it looks like it's an iceberg that got surrounded by a bunch of this other loose, kind of jumbled up sea ice
Yeah.
around it. That probably fell off an ice shelf. Then I would imagine from erosion from the waves and the wind, it kind of smoothed it out like that. It must have already been in a similar shape, but then slowly wore it down.
No, see, that's why in the first picture.
I think it explains the process here, though, how it happens somewhere, right? Does it explain?
Well, I already explained
I
it.
don't see it specifically.
Wait,
How'd you
was
say
I
it?
that? Did I explain it that badly? Oh my god! So like,
Well,
they
I don't know
theorize
if you
this is a
explained how
tabular.
the ice itself is created.
Well, I
Yeah.
explained how the rectangle was created.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, how the ice is formed in that shape. I meant, like, how the shape is.
Yeah, that's what I
how the
talked
ice is
about.
created.
I know how ice is created.
That's what I talked about.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
well, okay,
then
so
I
I'll do it
listened.
again. This was probably confusing. Okay, so they
Yeah, no, say it
theorize it's a tabular iceberg, which is a naturally forming iceberg, which is just a bunch of ice and snow that breaks off ice shelves. So the theory is that's just a big chunk that broke off the Larsen C ice shelf.
Oh, so it just broke off in that shape.
Yep,
Like it just.
it's called the calving process, which is the process
what
of
I'm
giant
saying-
chunks that break off
Yeah.
ice shelves.
So like what you were
In
saying,
addition
Josh,
to that, though,
is
is
that
that
it
it
was
probably
that.
broke off
Yeah.
and then got further kind of smoothed around by
Yeah.
erosion and wind. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and
Like, I
then
totally get calving.
It broke off, but also pieces broke off of it. Are the 2 points we're hearing.
And probably just ended it smoothing. Right.
No, see,
So
if you
look,
guys
here's another
see-
picture.
if you guys see the pictures, the first one, it looks perfectly cut. But the second picture, which was taken later, that the weather probably got to it then. But I think the Brazilian government put that giant iceberg out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a secret submarine base that's actually floating underneath. And now they want it to look naturally forming so nobody's suspecting a thing.
Well, so I just attached 2 pictures in the Discord with other tabular icebergs that fell off a main ice shelf, and they already look pretty rectangular, like the other one.
Yeah, I guess it's
So
rectangular,
I would
yeah.
assume it just got worn down, kind of smoothed, and the edges were tightened, and then got surrounded by this pack ice, and that kind of made this like weird rectangle surrounded by all this weird jumbled ice that doesn't look like a rectangle.
Yeah, see, that's why from the 2 articles I provided, the second image, yeah, it looks more rounded, looks more natural, but that first image, come on, literally 90-degree angles. Look at that. It's pointy. It's literally pointy. There's a secret submarine base or something underneath. It's probably aliens. Who knows?
It says it is unusual to find an iceberg with all 4 corners so close to 90 degrees. It isn't quite
Yes.
90 degrees.
Yes.
It's close to
Yeah.
it.
So 91 degrees, close enough.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, if you guys can see the images, we're probably just babbling on now. But yeah,
If
sweet.
it was made by Brazil, they would have made it perfect.
You're right. All right, so we have one story left.
What is the
Oh, unless Tyler, what?
Where does the ice bridge name come from?
What?
I said something about NASA's ice bridge.
Oh, Operation Icebridge?
Yeah, where's the bridge part come from?
Oh, the article I read didn't mention any inspirations for the name. But I don't know. Maybe it looks like a big
Because I'm
bridge.
seeing like the Twitter post of the picture saying that it was recently that it was recently calved.
Yeah, the calving process.
Yeah.
Oh
Tyler,
lord.
Like the ice bridge.
If you
I'm
scroll
looking-
up, it says the flyover aerial survey was part of NASA's Operation Icebridge, an
Uh-huh.
ongoing assessment into the changes of Antarctica's ice shelves.
Oh, okay.
So I think maybe Icebridge
Yeah, the
is
rising
just
sea
kind
levels.
of like
Mhm.
NASA's
Yeah.
bridge to the other shelves that's going from one shelf to another, kind of making like a
see.
flight bridge, checking them out.
I got what you mean.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, no. Honestly, you know what? You know how as the snow melts away, the connection between Alaska and Russia just gets closer. You know how they call that a bridge?
You mean it's the opposite?
What do you
The
mean?
land bridge is going away.
Right.
No, I
So,
thought
the opposite.
the
So
land bridge
when
was
the ice
appearing.
was there,
No,
no,
there's
so when the ice
here. Let me look at this.
when the ice was there,
Um,
it created a land bridge. When the ice melted, it raised sea levels, so that connection split.
I gotta do this real quick. All right, let's check this out.
Like, there used to be land connecting Japan to the rest of Asia. Now there isn't. Or
All right, so the Bering Land
No,
Bridge National what? All right, that's a different topic. All right, well
So,
not that one. I'm talking about the true bridge.
oh my god.
The people that connect us all.
So that bridge was there because the icebergs or the ice
No, it's
age
about the
heats a lot of
people that
water
connect
in these
us.
giant ice sheets.
We create the bridge. What are you talking about?
When the Earth started warming again, that ice melted.
Yeah, when the
and
world formed,
oceans
more
started
people
to
appeared,
rise.
and our hearts grew stronger.
Okay.